What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fudge, Flavor Radio Network. We're at St. Petersburg, Florida. The event is called The Stand, and it's at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot better than what I was expecting. Not that I come with expectation, but it definitely took away any prejudice of what could have happened here. And I tell you what, we've been in all kinds of events that Tampa Bay has for Christian hip-hop, so to speak, and doesn't matter what kind of crowd it is. I mean, sometimes they're disappointing, you know what I'm saying? So no matter who's the headliner. But Flame, I mean, he's a big star right now, you know what I mean? We don't want to elevate man, but the point is God has really put this guy in position. And Flame, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain.
So what do you think about this side of Florida? I mean, I know you got a lot of love over here. You've been a crossover before, so tell us a little bit about your experiences while you've been in Florida the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's definitely, like you said, a lot of love, man. I've been down here multiple times. Some strong believers here that are just really passionate about the Lord, really passionate about the Great Commission, you know, getting beyond the walls of what we consider the church, which is really not the church, long story. But no, so it's just been good to build with people as I come down, man, and just share the gospel, man. So, yeah, it's good.
It's awesome, man. I kind of wrote down some questions I had in mind. You know, usually my interviews are off the cuff. We don't know what, you know, like people like Sean Slaughter I've interviewed. You don't know what to expect from him. But he actually was on point for one interview, so I couldn't believe that. I love my boy. I love Sean. He's awesome. Love the ham sandwich show. You ever?
Yeah, I've been on there before, man. Yeah, he's funny.
Well, yeah, well, I'm faithfully, expecting to watch that weekly.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
And Cook Dog, man, he's crazy. I love that. Well, real quick, I mean, you're down here for this thing, but you're actually touring, supporting your new album. Tell me about your new project. What's the premise?
Yeah. Well, this new project is the second part of a two-part series called Our World. The first one, Our World Fallen, second one, Our World Redeemed. And the first one just talked about, the state of this world due to Adam's sin, but there was a storyline that streamed through the album, which was, I met back up with a young man I hadn't seen in a long time at a concert. He heard the gospel, and then we just kind of started talking about the state of the fallen world. Second project, Our World Redeemed, which is the latest one, picks back up where that first album left off, and then it just goes into his newfound faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, and now he's wrestling with the issues of Christianity, and so I'm just walking him through those things. So it's a real hopeful, joyful, exciting, passionate album, just talking about what Christ did on the cross. So
I was talking with Urban D, and I got to be honest with you, I'm not the best at keeping up with what comes up exactly when it comes out, and I'm kind of like an overview person. I'm more of a production, type of person, but I really know what's happening, and I was talking to Urban D, and he was just telling me that he had a lot of success your first week, you know what I mean, and this genre is growing and is taking steps little by little, and it's exciting to see somebody that has good material, good production. Tell me about your production side of it. Who's does the production?
Yeah, definitely, man. I work with, I would consider them veterans in the Christian hip hop world. People like DJ Official, which is the DJ for Cross Movement, JR, which my partner. We started together. We started So Hot Productions back in '99. Another young dude named Tony Stone, and then I collaborated with some new guys on this project just to get a new feel. Dude named Speedy from Philadelphia, young dude named Chike from St. Louis. This young dude loved the Lord, makes good music. So that's just to name a few. Another dude named K Drama, hooked up with him. So the Lord definitely brought a whole new flavor by bringing new cats to the table. So it was good.
I'll tell you what, of all the people I've met over the years, K Drama has been the most authentic and the most fun person to be around. The guy cuts it up, you know what I mean? And he just tells stories about his experiences. It's like God just puts them all through all these trials, and he just has a unique overview of what God puts him through, and he makes light of everything, and he's a really exciting guy, man. But as far as, you were raised in a church or not?
I wasn't exactly raised in a particular local, gathering, but I was always, introduced to Christ and Christianity from my family. My grandmother was, the strongest pillar in my family I would consider that represented Christ. But, I would go from church to church periodically with my mom and my dad. And so I wouldn't say I was raised in a church, but I was definitely God conscious and reverence Christ to a certain extent. So
what put you over the edge to get serious about Christ?
Long story, man, but the short version is, you know, I ended up being in an accident. I got hit 3 times by an 18-wheeler gas truck, and I was 16, and I thought I was gonna die. Funny story is, first thing popped in my head was an episode of The Simpsons, and so it was like, you know, all the, you know, Marge, Maggie, Lisa, Bart, they were all going to heaven, and then Homer was going to hell. Yeah, so I'm thinking in my head like, man, if I die right now, I'm going to hell. And after that experience, I went to my grandmother, talked to her about why did God let this happen, and she just told me he was trying to get my attention. A week and a half after that, she passed away, and she was like my best friend. So that's what the Lord used to draw me to himself. Yep. Man,
God, you know, God keeps family together and sometimes separates for a season, but you know what I mean? But there's always got somebody in the family that's praying for you, an aunt or a mother or a brother, sister, and it's a blessing to have family, man, even though you don't appreciate it sometimes, you know. Let me see. As far as and my segues are terrible, so I'm writing this as you were preaching and stuff. You know, at the end, whose style do you feel? You know, kind of like if I'm going to do this Christian thing, it's got to be something I feel. Give me somebody that you feel, secular, Christian, whatever. Yeah, man. I grew up. My strongest influences in hip hop, it's Tupac, of course, Nas, Biggie, Busta Rhymes, Bone Thugs and Harmony. These dudes kind of shaped my style, my flavor. So you always in all my albums hear elements of those guys. That's just the nature of music. Period. You all just kind of take certain elements and try to make them my own. But them the dudes that really, influenced me on the secular side. But Christian hip hop, man, or Christian rap, whatever people want to call it. Cross movement, definitely. When I heard them dudes' music, changed my life, my perspective. I love the way Lecrae ministers, Shaolin, Timothy Brindle, man, dudes from Lamp Mode. So these are dudes, the truth I look up to artistically and as ministers. So, yeah. Well, that's good because that kind of goes to the next question. How did you connect with Cross Movement? Yeah. Well, like I said early on, JR and I, we started together. We started So High Productions. This was like 1999. We ended up putting together a 4-song CD. We became fans of Cross Movement. 2.5 years, we just diehard fans. We ended up meeting them at a concert in Chicago. My friends convinced me to give them a CD. They called me back in like a week and a half. We built a relationship for about 1.5 years, and that's when they invited me to be a part of a tour they did called Platinum Souls, and that's how it started. I'll be honest. Was there one of them out of the 4 that just says, you know what, I don't know about this? I'm not sure, man. They haven't shared it with me. Not everybody feels every flavor that's out there, but who was it that kind of like, you know what, let's hook up, let's do it? Well, I can answer that. It was the Tonic, Wells. He was a dude that called me back actually, and he was like, yeah, I'm loving the project. I'm loving the way you guys put the CD together, the artwork, the packaging. I guess that was something that impressed him. So he was a dude that really, called us back, and we just would do Bible studies and prayer over the phone, man, for about 1.5 years. So the Tonic definitely, pulled us in. So, yep. Well, listen, we're gonna take just a real quick break, and we'll come back to a couple more questions. We don't want to take up his time. He's in and out. It's your boy Fudge from Flavor Radio Network. We got Flame in St. Pete, Florida. Keep it locked.